Alright, hello everyone. It is Umber Rays here. Just in case you didn't recognize me, because it is a brand new location. I'm actually recording from my brand new apartment. Everything is not set up yet. Still trying to get used to everything. Like now, the setup is a little bit different. The camera's over here, and I got my monitor over here. So it's going to take some getting used to. And not going to stretch this video out because today we are talking about something that's going to be happening really shortly. As a matter of fact, the FF7 remake event is finally coming to global, which I am really excited about because it's the waiting is finally over. There's no more questions or worrying or when's this going to happen? When's this going to happen? Is Cloud going to be good? Is Tifa going to be good? So, a couple of things. First of all, just taking a look at it, I'll make just a guild battle arena free match maps. Not worried about that. Affinity Resonance quest coming back for global is just good. Countdown to the 1.5 year anniversary. This I find interesting just because they are featuring Glassy on it already, and while Glassy is set to get her EX very shortly, and Miranda on the JP side, which is a different video once we get that data later today, I do think that it might be pointing that Fire Idol Glassy might be coming to global for their 1.5 anniversary, so you should definitely save some resources if she is one of the characters you have been waiting for. Not guaranteed, I just think it's a little bit suspicious that she's on the promotional material. Now, FF7 Remake, I'm glad that this is starting. It's starting, as a matter of fact, in like not too long, or not too far away from this one, from when this video is going up. So taking a look at it, Tifa is a login bonus, which is also interesting that they have taken away the 10 free pull from the gacha, which maybe it was just too generous, maybe it wasn't. Now, JP did have some bonus shards, but it looks like they are compensated for in the sense that you are just getting them in the login bonus, which is shorter as well than JP was. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. I'd say that it's pretty on even with what JP got. The Buster Sword will be the first farmable piece of equipment, and you should definitely farm it, regardless of whether or not you are getting Cloud. It's just a really good weapon. It is a strong great sword, to be certain. I +5'd it, and over the course of the FF7 event, good question. Where is it? There it is. Just a really nice thunder piece of equipment, but even if it's just a really strong great sword, so recommend getting this and farmed up. Continuing on, new unit release, Gargus for the win selection quest. I'm just going to be totally honest. This is a unit, if people are wondering whether or not this is worth spending your hard-earned resources trying to max wind units to go for it, Gargus has some good damaging abilities. He's okay. He's not exciting. I've never seen this unit on the JP side anywhere. I don't think he was popular. I think it's why he got stuck as a selection quest unit. And yeah, moving on. Don't care about Gargus, and I don't think anybody on the JP side really cared about him either. Go ahead, tell me in the comment section that I'm wrong. Don't care. Don't care about Gargus. Moving on, taking a look at the FF7 units. This is a much more important thing to talk about. Of course, just like the JP side, starting with Cloud at the beginning and Tifa as well. Tifa you don't have to worry so much about, but you will have to get the rest for shards. Cloud looks to be the exact same. This is a unit that I absolutely adore on the JP side because he has proven to be just solid in everything. He's a great farmer for a physical unit. He is excellent support for AP generation for other units. He's got speed, he's got damage. He is an incredibly impressive unit back then as he is now. Only difference on the JP side is that now there's more units that are kind of good counters to him, but that hasn't stopped Cloud from being used a ton. and him being a really strong unit. So yeah, if you're wondering whether or not Cloud's still good on the JP side, yes, there are answers to him, and that's a good thing too. But other than that, I don't think there's really much to talk about there. Moving on to the second unit is Tifa. And Tifa, I gotta tell you, she is a really good unit. As you can see, I've almost got her maxed out at 120, which you might say, oh, Umber, it's so much later now than when she came out. Look, I maxed Aerith and Cloud already, and Tifa's the third, so back off, okay? No, not to be anything like that, but yeah, Tifa is a fantastic free unit. Great. She is one of the better damaging fist units out there. I still think that her damage is a little bit lower, but the vision cards and the summons are still a bit of a problem for her, as any fist unit kind of encounters. But with her multi-elemental chain or multi-hit elemental chaining abilities that has some range on it and some high damage, some stun abilities, she's just really, really high recommendation. But I don't think she's much of an evasion unit. That evasion support just doesn't really exist. So I think if you are building this unit, you are probably going to try and build her to just be a little bit more tanky, but that's possible. She does have Paladin, and I think she's a fantastic unit to build. So I really love Tifa. Can't wait for myself to get her up to 120, but in the meantime, strong recommendation. What is a surprise, however, is that Global is getting a bit of an upgrade. So if we can just find it, here it is, a tower, a promise. Now this is a wind elemental vision card primarily. It does get some bonuses for that. Essentially it is getting, attack up, evasion up as bestowed effects, as well as max HP and missile resistance for Tifa. And okay, taking a step back, This is a strong vision card for 2B and Tifa users, and it's pretty good for the wind element. But what I'm interested in here really is the global upgrades. Tifa getting more max HP and missile resistance is a good get. The evasion thing just doesn't work, or it doesn't work consistently enough to be a good strategy. I mean, yeah, you can just throw a ton of try and do the evasion build with Tifa, but from my testing, from my time with Tifa, it's never been that good and that reliable, and sometimes when it falls on its face, it falls pretty hard. But the missile resistance and max HP is probably the upgrade that she did want to see, if anything. Not necessarily she needed an upgrade. He's pretty darn good, especially in combination with 2B. But if you're going to make her stronger, this is a good way to go about it, because I don't think the evasion route does enough. And just increasing max HP and making her a little more resistance against range damage will help her getting closer and start dealing the damage. So I really like this upgrade for Tifa. If you are going Tifa, this vision card is now a must get, and I would even probably put it into you should max this vision card, because yeah, it's definitely going to be helping Tifa. The weird thing, however, to me, is that this vision card now gives a bonus to Cloud as well, giving critical damage up. First of all, I don't think that Cloud really needed more damage. He's a really good damage dealer, even against Earth units. Not amazing, not an answer to Earth units, but he still does really good damage. And this is on a wind elemental vision card, so I think that this is incredibly weird, because just to talk about the other card from this event, the Guard Scorpion card. The Guard Scorpion card is a vision card that is essentially designated for Cloud. It is a Thunder Elemental bonus vision card that helps with criticals, and yeah, this is just baffling to me that they put this on this card, other than it comes out the same week that Cloud is out. Don't get this card for Cloud. Get Guard Scorpion for Cloud. If you are getting the Tifa card for Cloud, you're doing it wrong. I guess if you want to make an FF7 team, it's the one bonus that I would give to this, because I assume now that maybe the Guard Scorpion card is going to have a bonus for Aerith and Barret. kind of weird, kind of misshapen, but who knows? Maybe it'll be some really good synergy when all things are said and done and the numbers do matter, which I don't have at this point. So that's the big question mark. But yeah, when it comes to this vision card, I mean, the Tifa vision card, it is a definite recommendation for anyone building Tifa, and a kind of risky build if you're doing it for Cloud. I don't think it's worth just to have the bonus critical damage up. Cloud is already an incredibly effective damage dealer. I don't think it's necessary at all. But yeah, taking a look at it this week, lots of stuff for Global. A new selection quest, the first beginning part of the FF7, counting down to the 1.5 year anniversary Affinity quest, and new guild battle stuff, as well as, I do believe, a bunch of live stream rewards. Gonna be a fun week for Globalers for sure. So hopefully you are excited about some of this stuff, and if you're waiting for Tifa, or sorry, Aerith and Barrett, they will come a little bit later. And at this point, I'm just curious whether or not, or what global upgrades they will see. If Aerith ends up getting, you know, some more HP and maybe some more magic attack, that would be really good, or some spirit penetration off of the card. And Barrett, just more attack would be totally solid. I think all four of the FF7 units are still strong recommendations, depending on what your account has, what your account is looking for, and what you are looking for. There is some great stuff in this FF7 event, and I still kind of recommend this over, how to put this, I still recommend this over the FF15 event currently, but still gotta make that video. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you in the next one. From my new apartment. Ho ho ho.